Hey everyone, so I'm kind of obsessed with all the Star Wars movies, and as I'm coming out of this crazy, obsessive Star Wars addictiveness that I've had over the past several months, I thought it would be a great idea to review the original Star Wars trilogy movies from the perspective of an unbiased, crazy Star Wars fanboy addict. So let's begin, as all things do, with the first Star Wars movie, Star Wars, which is cleverly named. This movie came into theaters in 1977 and just blew everyone's minds. It was shocking how good it was. And it's also my personal favorite, because it blew my mind. It's about how Luke Skywalker, this young boy on the desert planet of Tatooine, has to rise to adventure and save the galaxy. And along the way, he gets some cool powers, meets some cool people, makes some cool friends, and gets a cool teacher, and meets the ultimate badass villain of all time, Darth Vader. What I think the movie really tries to get at is how different characters are working hard to try to achieve their goals. Luke Skywalker works hard to master the Force, and in the end of the movie, he's able to use the Force to destroy the Death Star. And Han Solo works hard to get that reward, and at the end of the movie, he gets that reward and gets an additional reward. Friends! Awesome friends! Who wouldn't want to be friends with Luke Skywalker? In short, I think Star Wars is all about how if you work hard, you will succeed. And that's a great message to have in a movie, so all in all, this movie gets a double thumbs up. And then there's The Empire Strikes Back. Now look, my favorite movie is always going to be Star Wars, the original 1977 movie. But I recognize that this movie is probably better than Star Wars. The only reason I like the first movie better than The Empire Strikes Back is simply because the feeling of the first movie is this swashbuckling adventure. It's the kind of feeling that I wish I could have in my own life, and nothing can beat the feeling of that movie. But like I said, I understand why people would love this movie more than Star Wars. The thing that I really love about The Empire Strikes Back, besides, Yoda's theme and Darth Vader's theme and the lightsaber battle that happens, is that it changes the message that was coming from the earlier Star Wars movie. The message is no longer, if you try your best, you will succeed. The message now is, you can try your best, but you might not succeed. But just try your best. Or rather, in the immortalized words of Master Yoda,
do or do not. There is no try.
Because in this movie, no matter how hard the characters try, they fail. But they fail trying to do the right thing, and I think there's a lesson in that. Maybe what The Empire Strikes Back is trying to tell us is that we should try to fail doing the right thing, then succeed doing the wrong thing, which is what Darth Vader does. And finally, let's turn to Return of the Jedi. Now, I have a few problems with this movie. Mostly visual effects problems, obvious green screen. This is the movie where they start to turn towards CGI. But still, it's a great movie. I think what the entire movie about, basically, besides, people coming together to destroy the evil empire and defeat evil, is returning some of the earlier messages from the Star Wars movies, as well as expanding on them and adapting them to the new story. The film shows Luke Skywalker struggling to stay away from the dark side, and also believing that there is still good in Darth Vader, his father. And through this, I think what the film is really trying to tell us is that you should always try to do the right thing, no matter how tempting the wrong thing might be. And despite my concerns with the visual effects of this movie, I think that this message is more important than any message in any Star Wars movie ever. Because this message is relevant to our everyday lives. Like every morning I wake up for school. I don't have to wake up for school. I can wake up later. I can wake up 40 minutes later and arrive 40 minutes late. Or I could just not come to school. But that's the wrong thing to do. I recognize the value of my education, and I recognize the amount of money that goes into it. And through this, I recognize that, it can't hurt to go to school even if I hate it, and I don't hate it, and even if I do, it's the right thing to do. In short, the Star Wars movies teach us to work hard, try our best, and do the right thing. Non-Star Wars people, you are missing out. I will see you all next time. Hey, end screen. You can click right here to check out my new channel, Udi History, or you can go down into the doobly-doo, or my pants, to check out the link down there. Also, my amazing friend Luke Tierney has created this app called History Prep, which is pretty amazing. Basically, it's history quizzing, and you can test yourself on certain topics, and it's pretty great. Also, I watched Deadpool. And it's probably the best movie I've seen in a long time. Go watch it!